keep it. If he couldn't pull it out, it means he's not supposed to have it. He'll have to come and take it. Don't. If he couldn't.
But like this shows like just how justice oriented that she really is. She's kind of like, no, this isn't supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen. So this is how things are gonna be. Inuyasha is technically right, but I'm siding with Kagome. I'm actually really liking Kagome recently.
Inuyasha, your patience with this creature is astonishing. You protect her.
True. And he didn't answer.
Certainly these feelings of mercy of yours are not something I inherited from our great and terrible father.
The terrible side, what he's referring to, is the side of him that fell for his mother. But his mother, could you believe falling for that? Interesting.
Human mother.
Hopefully she's okay. I don't want her to get hurt. He's trying to take the blade. Did he just melt the blade? You son of a bitch. Did he just melt the blade? So I guess Sesshomaru is a full demon? He probably turned to... Did he turn to a full demon because he had something that made him turn to a full demon? Or is he actually full demon like his father had another wife? I don't know. But I know Kagome's alright. I know that for a fact Kagome's alright. And I know Inuyasha will survive this. But did he just melt the sword? Or is the sword still alright? If he melted the sword, he's a serious bitch for that. I'm gonna hate him for that. Those the humans or the demons? Oh, they're bullying him. Piece of shit. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And like, and they're grown people. Is that his own mother? No, it's just villagers. Or villagers, demon villagers, or human villagers, I'm not sure. Or was that symbolism for both sides, leaving him alone? Humans and demons.
What's a half-breed? That's right. My mother, she was crying. Crying for me. She...
That's kind of foul, because like the father was so great and they didn't even give him any respect. I mean they did give him respect, but they didn't like give his son respect, which is in a way kind of like disrespecting him.
I'm gonna make you pay.
I hope that Inuyasha can at least scratch him deep for that. Is he actually putting in the work?
A moment ago he couldn't hit at all.
What's going on? Yeah, really?
Take out your gun
Please
and
do.
put 'em in a bowl.
Please do. I know Kagome's alright, but Kagome shouldn't get up. I was gonna say maybe Kagome shouldn't get up because Inuyasha seems like he's doing a lot better now. Or did the sword protect her?
Here. I think we underestimated it. Don't let me down.
Hey, the sword. That's what protected you.
Yeah, the sword. But I would think the sword wouldn't work in Inuyasha's hands. Sesshomaru looks so cool with that, man. Oh snap! He actually has like a shield on him or something. He is kind of a jerk. But I was gonna say that, like, in general, I would have thought that maybe he can't even hold the sword because someone else is the one who pulled it out. Then it also makes sense that, like, why would she hold a blade that's meant for... I don't know. We'll find out.
Myself shall be the...
I really thought that she was gonna be the one to hold the blade, but I guess I was wrong. He's probably a full demon. But he looks so badass and cool. Oh snap, switch up. He's getting a lot stronger now. That's badass.
Good, because now we know his real form.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's his real form, because his father had a real form, and this is his real form. So does Inuyasha? No, Inuyasha probably doesn't have a real form, because he's not a full demon. But if he was a full demon, he would have a full form. Now he's not even capable of speech. He probably can't... He probably can't even use the blade, though. No! He can't use the sword. She has to use it. She has to be the one to wield the sword. So that's what I mean by they have to work together. I try not to sneeze.
Don't let that Sesshomaru push you around, okay?
He's so useless. Dang.
Uh-oh.
Acidic drool.
What about him? What about Inuyasha? Will he be okay?
Probably not.
Probably. I love his response. Well, he needs to get out of that smoke to gain some like visibility, and on top of that, to get it out of his lungs. He's gonna pull him back down, isn't he? Kugomi's gonna come back, probably with an arrow or something. Exactly, a jab to the eyes gotta work somehow. At least he doesn't have to breathe in that smoke anymore. This is an epic battle, yo.
Now do you see the power of Tetsuya? Oh, you're giving Sesshomaru what for, I hope.
Where have you been? This thing's about as useful as a walking stick.
Oh,
True.
so
But, well, not true.
from your father.
It's useless to you, but Kagome needs to be the one to wield it. But now he's just constantly on the run right now. He can't do anything whatsoever.
But the sword's yours now. All you gotta do is believe in it, like I believe in you.
Yo, I just want to come on record and say that Kagome and Inuyasha are like the cutest couple, and I will literally fight anyone who disagrees with me, hands down. It's kind of really cute, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to like protect Kagome, yo. She's like super duper cute.
Crying, are you? No crying!
Good.
Oh, should I laugh?
No, you should shut up and let me protect you.
I just want to say, like, the amount of warmth and fuzziness within my dark and cold weeaboo heart is so immense right now while I'm editing this video. It, like, my heart is, like, it's probably even, like, really hot right now. I shipped him so hard, yo. I'm sorry, I do. Yeah! My boy's showing off for Kagome. I'm hyped. He might be able to use the sword now. Was it working now because he's actually is it because of the purity in his heart, or is it Alright, well I get it. So Inuyasha is the one using the sword, but Inuyasha doesn't use a sword though, because like I know, so he might put it back in his father's grave. Hope he doesn't. Oh snap! Did it just transform? Or was that an anime? No, it did transform. Oh snap! That did some heavy damage, yo! And it's probably going to get a lot stronger as time goes on. True. But they will be in the future, probably. And that goes to show you the humbleness in Inuyasha. It was like deeply embedded with him. Or I should say hidden. Yeah, boy! Is he going to bite him?
Over there, see? I wasn't running away. I was getting us a ride home. You believe me, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I admit it. I ran away. But you have to believe me. If I'd known you'd make a comeback, I would never have left you. Only
He's
I can make it up to you.
kind of cute. He's going to kill him.
Such is a
Alright, so Inuyasha is going to keep that sword. Woo! I'm hyped, yo. And it came back into his eye. So he'll always have the connection to his father. They probably might come back later on in the story. Him going back to his father. Going back to Pops. Okay, so I get it. She wasn't necessarily meant to wield the sword, but the father did mean for her to be the one to pull it. Probably because, well, no, she's the reincarceration of Kikyo. So maybe not really so much to do with her as much as it is to do with Kikyo, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Is that was because Kagome is mortal. Don't forget,
She's
Tetsuya
human.
was forged by Lord Inuyasha's father as a way to protect his mortal mind.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
His feelings toward
Oh, see, okay. And he's the one who said that he was going to go protect her at that time. And that's what kind of, like, I guess, activated it.
Human heritage has been a curse. His feelings for his mother have been tinged with shame. And yet, those same feelings are what make him different. That is why his father chose him for his resting place.
So now I'm curious what his father looked like when he's not in his true form. But that's actually really adorable and really wholesome. It's like you really want to give Inuyasha and his father a hug, because like, could you imagine the idea of your father letting his resting place, in a way, metaphorically speaking, being in your heart slash eye. It's kind of like it's kind of like, in a way, Inuyasha's father is always watching over, I guess metaphorically speaking, he's always watching over Inuyasha. It's super duper wholesome, yo.
Being a piece of junk.
You know how to use
She's gonna tell him sit. Oh no, she
Since
didn't.
when are you?
me with it forever and ever.
Oh my gosh!
Where are you been?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yo, I wanna hug something, yo. The way she did that, that was so stinking cute, yo. That was cute, yo. That was adorable. I'm all for that.
Your brain's broken or something.
But you said I should let you protect me.
I didn't mean it like that. If you'll shut up.
Or is the
for a
blade
minute,
gonna
I'll
go
tell you
dull
what a sword
dull
like
for a
this
bit?
should really be used for. Stuff like collecting jewel shards and making me more powerful. I sure as heck ain't wasting it on babysitting a helpless little human like you.
Sit. She's gonna tell him sit, and he's gonna go through and hit the water. I knew it. I knew it.
Going, come back here. You said you'd tell me how to use the sword.
So now, I have a question. Is she able to go back to her own time now as well? And same for Inuyasha? If that's the case, that's awesome. Because that means they could actually be together for a long time, even after the series ends. And I'm in full support of that. Great episode. I don't think there really is much to go review in the sense that, I think everything is kind of like straight in front of you and all out in front of your face. I actually really like the Mother Demon now, for some reason, who got killed in the last episode. Inuyasha now wields the blade. Now, of course, the blade has the purpose of also protecting a human, and if Inuyasha probably didn't care about Kagome, he probably wouldn't be able to use the blade anymore. But I feel like if Inuyasha became a demon, he probably would become so strong that he probably wouldn't even necessarily maybe even need the blade, possibly, which would be worrying if he turned into, you know, an actual evil monster at that point. As for Kagome, I'm actually really liking Kagome now. See, the reason why I didn't like Kagome before, primarily, okay, and it was really only this one thing that really set me off. Everything else I was completely cool with. It was the idea of her throwing a jewel shard across the room in some random direction, and then losing it and telling Inuyasha, go fetch it. You know, after she's the one who got him in that mess. But now that that's over, she's really been making a comeback. I can't complain, to be honest. She's really been making a comeback. Yeah, I'm actually proud of her right now. Now things may go down south again, but as of the moment, she's definitely more than redeemed herself. She's supportive of Inuyasha. I'm not really mad at her. Maybe I've gotten desensitized to her, you know, constantly making Inuyasha fall down, whatever. This could be just me being desensitized, but I also feel like now a lot of the times it's coming from a place where she actually cares for Inuyasha. So at this point, with all that being said, I can't really hate on her treating Inuyasha that way. Because, again, it's coming from a good place in her heart, and also a sour place in her heart as well. Sour at the way that Inuyasha is treating her, and at times Inuyasha is really the one being a dick to her. So I'm not really, but I'm a little bit bummed out that his brother left, Sesshomaru, particularly because I wanted Inuyasha not to kill him, but to just put in a lot more work, because he was kind of ticking me off. I especially ticked me off because I thought that when he sent that acid towards Kagome and the blade, I had a feeling Kagome would be alright. Not even a feeling, like I knew she'd be alright because she's one of the most important characters in the series. So, like, I know for a fact she's not gonna die anytime soon. Or even if she does die, she may come back alive. I'm sorry, I'm like 100% certain of that. 100, or like maybe not 100, maybe like 98%. I don't want to say 99 because that's basically 100. I'd say like 98% sure she's not gonna die. More than 95. But as for Inuyasha, he could die. Like, I do think in the back of my mind he could die, but he's not going to die anytime soon, like at least for 100 episodes. At least for 100. Alright, so I'm not worried about him at all. And the show is called Inuyasha, so I'm sure even the likelihood of him dying within 100 episodes isn't very likely at all. Now, I also don't want them to be separated. But I'm happy to see that Inuyasha is actually developing feelings for her, and even as Sesshomaru even said, he loves her. I'm getting goosebumps from that, man, because like, again, as before, I can't say it enough, I ship these two a lot. So I'm happy to see that Sesshomaru actually realized that. I'm wondering, I feel like as the relationship between Kagome and Inuyasha grow, so is the sword in terms of power and might. That's my prediction, because that would be further strengthening the same factor that got Inuyasha to enable the sword for combat. So from my perspective, Inuyasha caring for Kagome even more would create a stronger blade and increase Inuyasha's power that he is, especially the power that he has inherited from his father. If you can't realize, I'm actually trying really hard to not say As I was saying, Sesshomaru, I know he's a really popular character, so I suspect he's going to present himself again at some point or time within the story. As to whether he'll be a good guy or a bad guy, I don't know. Maybe he'll get the Hiei treatment from Yu Yu Hakusho, but we will see where he ends up along within this series. That was an epic battle, though. That was truly an epic battle between Inuyasha and his brother. But even as they say, as Inuyasha said within his fight with Sesshomaru, they're kind of like two insects fighting, right? Compared to their father. So that lets you know the difference in power between their father and them, which really says that Inuyasha, yeah, he has some like monstrous potential, very monstrous potential as a demon, and also not even just as a demon, because since he's the half human, half demon, as a true fighter. Not only that, but possibly I feel like Inuyasha will not retrieve all of the shards, or maybe even one of the shards, and I'll say why. Because I feel as though if Inuyasha collects any of the shards and he becomes a full demon, then that's kind of like a not acknowledging the side of your mother. That to me seems a bit disrespectful. So it's possible that that's not really going to take place, because then it would kind of, again, it would be kind of sad to see Inuyasha just kind of like not acknowledge a part of himself and be happy with who Inuyasha really is. So I don't think Inuyasha is going to per se turn to a full demon, or he may, but he'll turn back into a half demon, half human per se within the story, because I'm sure the creator is going to want to answer that question of what does Inuyasha look like in his full demon form at some point or another. So yeah, a great episode, as I mentioned before. Great development between Inuyasha and Kagome, and that probably sums it up. I'll catch you guys in the next reaction. Take it easy and stay awesome. Peace out.